The reunion is coming to an end. People have already started to depart, and it is always emotional to see everybody get on those buses, blue and white buses, and to go away. And it's like sad to go, but at the same time I feel like ready to go back to my real life, and that's like a dichotomy that's really, really interesting, because this is a place where I am so genuinely happy and with people who so truly love me for whoever I want to be. And so like leaving that is sad, of course, but yeah, I'm also really happy in my life. That's nice to come back, and it's nice to see all these people, but it's also nice to think about all of the growth that I've had since then. I mean, it's been 10 years since I graduated, but it's been 12 years since I moved here, since it became like a part of my life, like this weird special place. And maybe like the last year or two I've been a little bit disconnected from it. Like my network of people that I interact with has been less from here, but I don't know, like it hasn't been on my mind so much, and yet it really is probably the single most important place in my life, like this campus and then Abu Dhabi. I don't know, I'm just like in my feelings, as we're all saying, but I'm enjoying it. I'm sitting at one of my favorite spots on the campus. It's called the Nelson Mandela Peace Garden. Nelson Mandela's bust there. He was the president of the movement for a while, so every campus has a garden or a bust of him. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm like thinking so many different things. This place really makes me reflect. Actually, I'm gonna go sit down a little bit lower somewhere else that I really like and just think for a minute, Being in nature was such an important part of this experience. Like just being so consistently outside with so much beauty, and just feeling loved generally, and having like nature be a part of that like feeling. It was magical. This place is so magical. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm like, my mind is rushing with so many like thoughts and emotions and reflections and introspections that I like can't even comprehend all of them. As always, I want to try and like feel gratitude. I think that's the most important thing in an experience like this, to just be thankful that I was able to come back, to be thankful that there's so many people who love me, who I'm excited to see, who like have a good relationship with after 10 years. I want to talk a little bit about a sense of home, because this place in so many ways is my home and feels like my home. And I think a home is both a place that you go back to, but it's also a place that you're from, and a place that has shaped you, and a place that you'll always be welcomed, and it's a feeling of support. And so UWC-USA, this campus, these trees, this rock that I'm sitting on, everything here is home to me. And it's sad to only go to your home every few years, but it's such a blessing to have multiple places that feel like home. I don't know even what I'm thinking anymore. It's also exciting to like share some of the stuff with you guys, because this is absolutely a place where my like essence was born, like who I am came about here. And it's not just because there's people from every country in the world. That's a huge part of it, because it promotes our understanding of one another and our acceptance of one another and our curiosity to learn about one another. But it's also important because of like the love and the support that's here, the ability to completely be yourself, to be proud of that, to be confident in that, and to be supported and loved endlessly by so many people that are inspiring and unique. And that love like didn't end in any way after like our 2 years here. It's only grown, if anything, because we're all always going to be there for one another. And that's like a really it's a really important thing to have in your life, to know that there's so much love out there for you. Because sometimes we don't feel that way. Sometimes we don't feel supported and we don't feel loved, and you feel like nobody cares. And that's never true really for anybody, I don't think. But our minds can play tricks on us, and other situations in our life can make us feel so many bad kinds of ways. But we need those reminders, and we need to be those reminders for other people. We need to tell people we love them. We need to show people we care and that we support them. So yeah.